Have you ever found yourself questioning whether the path you're on is really the one you were meant for? Well, you're not alone. Even the founder of Amazon, Jeff Bezos, had a moment like this during his time at Princeton. Initially, Bezos had high hopes of becoming a theoretical physicist, and his grades in his junior year were excellent. He got A+ in almost every subject, including computer science and electrical engineering. However, when he started to study quantum mechanics, he found that learning was no longer effortless. It wasn't until he struggled with a partial differential equation that the reality of his situation hit him. It was a homework problem. Bezos and Joe, his roommate who was also very skilled at math, had spent 3 hours on this problem without making any headway. Finally, they looked at each other at the same moment and said, just
Yosantha.
Yosantha was an absolute genius. He was Sri Lankan and had a last name that seemed to stretch on forever. His brilliance outshone all else. He was the brightest mind to grace the halls of Princeton. And yet, even with all his intellect, he remained grounded and well liked by everyone who knew him. When Jeff and Joe presented him with a problem, Yosantha stared at it for a while and then, with a quiet confidence that only a true genius could possess, he said,
Cosine.
What do you mean?
That's the answer.
That's the answer?
Here, let me show you.
To his room and wrote 3 pages of a detailed solution. Everything crossed out and the answer was cosine. Bezos was awestruck.
Listen, Yosantha. Did you just do that in your head?
No, that would be impossible. 3 years ago, I solved a very similar problem. And I was able to map this problem onto that problem, and then it was immediately obvious that the answer was cosine.
This was a turning point for Bezos because, at that very moment, he saw the writing on the wall. He realized he would never be a great theoretical physicist. Here was a guy whose brain was wired differently, to be able to process these highly abstract concepts. Bezos was doing well in school, but for him, it was laborious hard work. For the chosen few like Yosantha, it was effortless. It came to them so naturally. Bezos knew that he needed to do some soul searching to figure out his true path. He found computer science fascinating and decided to pursue it. This decision led him to become one of the most successful entrepreneurs in history. The lesson here is that sometimes we need to let go of what we thought was our dream and pursue what we're truly passionate about. Bezos could have continued down the path of theoretical physics, but he realized that he wouldn't make meaningful contributions in that field. He found his true calling in computer science and entrepreneurship, and the rest is history. So, if you're feeling unsure about your path, take a page out of Bezos' book and do some soul searching. Ask yourself what you're truly passionate about and what your natural talents are. What comes effortlessly to you? What makes you excited to get up in the morning? Don't be afraid to pivot and pursue a new direction, even if it means letting go of what you thought was your dream. Sometimes, the best path is the one that surprises you.